Hello and welcome back. We are in the year 1364 of our Ultimate Decades Challenge, and as you can see, we are starting out with our spreadsheet because we have several birthdays to start off with in January of 1364. For 1364 in January, February, and March, we have Kingsley Shoemaker, Ramon Petechia, Yasmina von Schwan, and Otis Petechia becoming toddlers. Leopold Petechia becoming a teen, Emery Petechia becoming a young adult, and Juliana Shoemaker, she's no longer with us, so I'll delete her. Let me go ahead and change that. All right, but these are our birthdays for January, February, and March, so we're gonna go ahead and roll for everyone here birthday wise. So let's go ahead and pull up our dice and get to spinning or rolling our dice. So if we go ahead and pull up our dice, we're going to give that a roll. So for our Sims that are becoming toddlers, they can't roll a 1, 4, 8, 12, or 15 on our D20 dice. So for Kingsley, an 18, and Kingsley's good. Ramon rolls a 14 and is good. Yasmina rolls a 14 and is good. And Otis rolls a 17 and is good. For Leopold, Leopold can roll anything except an 18. Leopold's good. Emery can roll anything except for a 3, 7, and 19. Oh my gosh, Emery Petechia is going to pass away. All right, so for Emery Petechia, we're going to roll a D10 and find out how many years he has. Obviously, it's a D10 minus a year. He's going to live with us for 7 more years. So let's go ahead and we will put that on the spreadsheet. So for 1371, Emery Petechia is going to pass away. All right, so we have done our rolls and we are going to go ahead and jump in with everyone and give them their makeovers and get started with the game. So our first family that we're going to go ahead and jump in with is our Shoemaker family. So let's go over to England and jump in with them, and we will give little Kingsley Shoemaker a toddler makeover. All right, here is little Kingsley here, and he is super cute. As we know, he is an infant currently. We are going to just hop into Cass and we are going to give him his makeover. So let's go ahead and do that now. He is currently an intense infant, and as a toddler, he is going to be clingy. So let's quickly go ahead and give him his makeover. And then we're just going to get his photo for the family tree. And we will then go ahead and hop out. And we're going to head over to our Petechia house and give Ramon and Otis and Leopold, they all need their makeovers. Oh, and Emery, I suppose, as well. All right, so in this house we have Leopold and Ramon. All right, so this is Leopold here. We are just going to go ahead and age him up to 18. He is currently scatterbrained. He is also going to be perky. These Sims are always so happy. Maybe a little too much. All right, Leopold, you are going to let's make you Let's do nature and a country caretaker for you. Oh, one thing we forgot to do for him was to roll and see if he is going to marry. So let's do that really quickly. So for a D20, and he is going to marry in 2 years. All right, so he's going to marry in 1366. We love that. All right, and then we're going to go to Ramon, and we're going to go into cast with Ramon, and we will age up Ramon, and then we'll give both of them their makeovers. All right, Ramon currently is sensitive as a toddler. He is going to be mute. All right, there's little Ramon, and let's get his photo. And then let's go ahead and give Leopold his makeover. Perfect. And let's go ahead now and hop out. And we'll go over to the other Petechia house and do Otis. And Emery. All right, here is Emery. Let's go ahead and age Emery up to a young adult. Emery has aged up to young adulthood. Lifelong responsibilities, burgeoning careers, and vast horizons await whoever said their 20s aren't a blast. He currently is mean and clumsy, and he's also going to be an egghead. These Sims are very focused, but can get stuck in their own head. And he is going to have the food aspiration. Let's do for him, let's just do that Master Chef. And then we are going to see Otis here. And Otis, you and I are going to go into cast together and turn you into a toddler. He's currently sensitive, but as a toddler, he is going to be difficult temperament. All right, he's adorable. Okay, we are in with the Von Schwan family, and we need to age up little Yasmina Von Schwan. She is currently aging up to a toddler. We're going to just hop into cast with her and age her up. She currently is cautious. As a toddler, she is going to be having a movement development delay. All right, so there is Yasmina Von Schwan all done up. She is adorable. And that is it for our makeovers for our birthdays. And let's go ahead and jump in. We are going to start out this year with our main family. So let's go and jump in with them. All right, we have made it here with our main family. Everyone is kind of in a bit of rough shape. We have John, who is upset from having filthy clothing, and he has a tingly face because he's stuffed up. We have Juliana, who is on her cycle and feels that she's soaked in blood, and she is very uncomfortable from that. We have Amelie, who's doing pretty great. Diana's doing pretty great, and Xavier's doing pretty great. But our adults are in a pretty bad place, in a pretty bad way, and they are really not doing well. So we hate that. John has been working on his nectar making. He has all of this side filled up, and we are just about done filling up this side over here. He is doing really, really well. As we know, we only have 3 more years with him. Well, 2 after this year's over with. And he will be with us no longer. We have 1 more year until our twins age up. Actually, that's not true. They age up this year. Diana and Xavier age up this year. their birthday is this year. So we'll be finding out if they are going to make it or not, to toddlers. And so that is something to look forward to as well. So we'll be finding out if our heir is going to be able to age up to a toddler or not. And Juliana is feeling pretty nervous about that. She is wondering if he's going to make it. She's obviously been doting on him and trying to take really good care of him because she's wanting him, obviously, to make it. She isn't wanting to be an heir of this family. But obviously John is telling her, you know, don't be naive. Don't be thinking that, you know, you might be able to get out of this because nothing's written in stone. And she's just thinking, I really don't want this for myself, so I have to have hope. So we are kind of hoping that the twins are going to make it through their birthday roll, which is actually going to happen on Saturday. It is currently Thursday at 3:21, which does make it January of 1364, and we are just starting this year out, which is fantastic. We are expecting some babies to happen in this year, and we have lots of pregnant women, so I am hoping that we are going to have some babies born because we had a lot of women that were pregnant. So I am hoping that we're going to be seeing some women go ahead and go into labor and have us some babies. And if that is the case, obviously that we have some babies that survive and that we don't see a lot of death in this year. But only time is going to tell, obviously. I'm just going to get John to come out and clean this cow shed, and Juliana is going to get a little bit of wash going. So we love that. You are needing some sleep. So Amelie's going to go ahead and head upstairs and get a little bit of rest in, which is fantastic. We love that for her. And then Juliana, when you're done with that, why don't you go ahead and just check and see if any of these animals need to be traded. And so that's an elder, young adult, 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 a young adult, a young adult. So just one needs to be traded. So we'll get her to trade that chicken. That will be great. And we will go ahead and deal with that. That would be great news. That way we don't have it, obviously, have to get taken by the Grim Reaper, and we can just go ahead and get some meat products in the house. So I'm just going to sell a little bit of things that are in the inventory that we don't need here. And oh, just like that, Eliza Shoemaker has gone into labor. So let's go ahead, and so has Jalissa and Elise Marie Von Sean and Avita. Okay, we have 4 women that have gone into labor. I don't remember who the first one was. Well, let's just wait and see if it'll tell me again. Eliza Shoemaker. All right, let's go see Eliza. When I said I wanted them to have babies, I didn't necessarily mean all at the same exact time, but I guess that is the way it's going to go. All right, so we are here with Eliza. She is in labor. We're just going to get her to come over here and have her baby, and she is going to give birth. Eliza is having her child. She is very concerned about this, but at the same time, she's really, really excited, and we are hoping that we're going to give him another heir. And she had a girl this time. All right, so we had a little girl. Let's go ahead and pull up the wheel and see what we're going to name this little girl. So we are going to name her off of this name wheel. And let's give it a spin and see what we're going to name her. We're going to name her Raina. Oh, we had another girl. All right, let's spin again. And we're going to name this baby Mabel.
Ow.
Twin girls. Okay, so let's go ahead and we will roll for mom and babies. So as we know, mom can't roll a 1 and has to roll twice. So 1, 2. Mom is safe both times. Babies need to roll a odd number or an 8, 10, or 20. So first we have little Raina. Raina rolled a 19, so Raina is good. And we have Mabel, who rolled a 3 and is also good. Okay, great. So let's go ahead and pull up our spreadsheet and we will put them on the spreadsheet for the day. We are on Thursday. So we have for Thursday, Raina, Shoemaker, and Mabel, Shoemaker. All right, perfect. And then we are going to go over to the info chart, and Eliza had 2 babies. So I'm going to insert a row here and I will add this information here. And we had Raina, Porter and Eliza, 5th generation. Oh, I'm sorry, 4th generation female. And we are in January of 1364. Baby's alive. Baby's German. And a twin. And then we had Mabel Shoemaker, and she's also the daughter. She's 4th generation female, January of 1364, alive, German, and a twin. Perfect. All right, so we have ourselves 2 babies on the info tab and 2 babies on the timeline, and we are going to give them their makeovers a little bit later. I will probably do that off camera, maybe, I don't know, or just a little bit later. Right now we're going to just go ahead and go and see the next person on the line, because we need to obviously let them have their babies. So let's go and see the next person that needs to give birth. Where is the other baby? There's one. All right, Jalissa, we're coming. All right, so let's go see Jalissa. We'll come back to this household and we'll do the age up and the makeovers after we have all of the babies. We'll do all of the makeovers afterwards. All right, so we're going to Jalissa Arundel household and let Jalissa have her baby. All right, Jalissa, where are you? All right, Jalissa, go ahead and have your baby.
Oh, say, Alga.
Fluffy.
Look at him. He is like, oh my goodness. And she's like, we have done this before. It's going to be okay. And he's like, no, I'm freaking out. And it's a boy. Okay, we are going to open up the boy wheel and we will see what we're going to name this baby. So let's open up the wheel and give it a spin. All right, we already have an Xavier, so I'm going to roll again. So this baby's name is going to be Maximus.
Oh.
All right, they had another son. This is beautiful news. We are going to just open up the dice and give a spin for mom and baby. Mom can't roll a 1. Mom's safe. Baby needs an odd, 8, 10, or 20. And we got an odd. All right, we are on a roll right now. We freaking love that. So let's go ahead and open up our timeline. And we are going to put little Maximus on here. So we've got Maximus Arundel. And then Maximus Arundel can go here. And Jalissa had Maximus Arundel, son of Hugh and Jalissa. January 1364. He is alive. He is British and Irish. And he was a single birth. We love that. So info tab and timeline are updated, and we are just going to go ahead and continue on. And once again, we are not going to age him up right now. We are going to wait and go see the next mom. So I believe that is Elise Marie Von Schwann that we need to go see next. So let's go see Elise Marie and let her have her baby. All right, so we are here with Elise Marie. We're just going to let her go ahead and have her baby. As you can see, Conrad is freaking out, having his parental panic, which we love. But Elise is like, it's fine, Conrad. I'm the one that's having to deal with this pain. Why are you freaking out? All right, it is a girl. So let's go ahead and open up the girl wheel, and we will spin for a baby name and see what we're going to name her. All right, this baby's name is Demetta. Oh, and we have a boy. So we're going to name him Garrett. Alright, so we need to go ahead and roll for mom and babies, and let's go ahead and pull up the dice. Mom can't roll a 1 and she needs to roll twice, so her first spin is a 14. She survives her first birth. Her second birth is another 14, so she survives both. Babies need to roll a odd number, or an 8, 10, or 20. So for baby girl, which is Demetta, we are going to roll, and she gets a 16 and does not make it. And Garrett rolls and gets an 8 and lives. All right, so let's update our timeline with this information. So Demetta does not live. Demetta von Schwan has died. And then we have Garrett von Schwan has lived. All right, so for this one, I need to go ahead and update the info chart. She had 2 babies, so we'll add another one here. And the first one we had was Demetta von Schwan. In January of 1364. She is deceased in January of 1364. She is British and stillborn and a twin. And then we have Garrett von Schwan, who is the son of Conrad and Elise in January of 1364. He is alive, British, and alive, and he's the twin. All right, and we are going to just go ahead. We will have to take baby away from mom. I just have to find baby. She's in her hands. Okay. So let's go ahead and take baby away. Go ahead and put baby down.
Jonah.
All right. This baby's up here. Okay, great. And let's go ahead and we will have to go see Iveta. We're coming. We're coming. All right, so we are here. We're just going to have her go in here and have her baby. And she is really uncomfortable right now, but we are going to let her have this baby really quickly, and then she'll get to feeling a little bit better, I think. And she is like, oh my gosh, I remember this from the first time I gave birth. And it's a boy. All right, so we are going to open up the wheel and give the boy name spin a spin and see what we're going to name this baby. And we are going to name this baby Theodore. And it's a single birth, so we are going to go ahead and roll for mom and baby. Let's see what they get. Mom can't roll a 1. Mom's good. Baby needs an odd number or an 8, 10, or 20. And baby rolled an odd number, so we are good. So let's go ahead and update this on the timeline that we have Theodore Petechia. In January of 1364, he is alive, and he is British, German, Italian descent. And a single birth. And everything is updated. I'm going to go ahead and we will have her feed this baby. And he will be the first one we start with as far as giving makeovers to. And we will backtrack. So let's go ahead and feed this baby. And then we will give him his infant makeover.
Oh. Oh, you're bad. Lean back. Oh.
All right, go ahead and age that little one up, and let's see what kind of infant he's going to be. All right, Theodore has aged up and is going to be a sensitive infant. These Sims are prone to diaper rash, are often picky with food, and can more easily become overstimulated by too much play and social interaction. However, they also rest more peacefully through the night when soothed. And let's hop into Cat. All right, there's little Theodore. And let's go ahead and head back over to the Von Schwan house, and we'll give her little one his infant makeover. All right, so Conrad is going to come up here and age up little Garrett, which is super cute. So he's going to come and just see his son and give him a little age up. And we are going to see what Garrett looks like in when we go to age him up. They are feeling pretty sad over the fact that his sister was stillborn, but we do have little Garrett to celebrate still. And Garrett is going to be cautious. It says, cautious Sims appreciate the familiar but are slow to warm up to new experiences, locations, and Sims. All right, let's go ahead and hop into Cass with Garrett. And all right, there's little Garrett. Let's get his photo. And then we're going to go and see Maximus Arundel and give him his infant makeover.
Shwaby, shwaby.
All right, so let's go ahead and just age up little Maximus here. All right, Maximus has aged up, and he's also going to be cautious. All right, let us go ahead and hop into Cass with him and give him his makeover. there is little Maximus. And let's go ahead, and now we are going to go visit the shoemaker house and see Raina and Mabel. All right, let's go ahead and age up little Raina first.
Nope, the boars. Ooh, lava.
Raina is going to be calm. We love that. And then we're going to come up here and age up Mabel.
Woo!
And Mabel is going to also be calm. All right, we love that. So let's go ahead and hop into cast and give the girls their makeovers. All right, so there's Raina. And there's Mabel. All right, perfect. They are super cute.
Ha ha ha! Penerfula Bay.
Oh no, he's got an unwanted sibling. Ivan just met a sibling he doesn't want at all. The poor guy. I hate that for him. I really do. But unfortunately, it is what it is, and siblings he does have, and he is just not happy about it. He's like, I don't want more siblings. But we have more siblings. Oh, Georgina McNally has gone into labor. Okay, let's go see Georgina McNally. All right, Georgina is here. She is in labor. We are just going to go ahead and have her go over here and have her baby. As you can see, Amir is like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. We are about to have a baby. And yes, we are. And Georgina is very uncomfortable. This is her first time giving birth. And let's hope that things go well. It is a boy. She, as her first child, had a boy for him and has given him an heir. We love that for both of them. Let's go ahead and see what we're going to name this baby boy. Weimar. All right, so let's go ahead and roll for mom and baby to see if they're going to make it. And mom can't roll a 1. Mom rolls a 9. Mom is good. Now let's roll another 9 for baby because baby needs an odd or an 8, 10, or 20. Baby rolls a 2. No. Oh, okay. Weimar is not going to make it. So we're going to have to put on the timeline that Weimar has died. All right. So we'll put here that Weimar has died. And we are still in, no, we are in February of 1364 now. And he is deceased. And February of 1364. He is German and stillborn, and he was a single birth. All right. Well, that is very unfortunate that their first baby didn't make it. I am going to have to, unfortunately, take this baby away from Mom. Oh, so sad. And she is going to be very, very sad. Amir and Mara are jokesters. Yes, they can be jokesters. Unfortunately, she is very, very sad that she's lost her child. She's devastated by this news. She was super thrilled about having a child. She was super happy about giving him a son. And unfortunately, she has lost the baby, and she is absolutely devastated. The whole family is devastated. Even the little, like the children are even devastated with this news. Everybody wanted to have a little brother and son, and yeah, they are all very upset. Amir's taken to bed. He is very, very sad. Oh my goodness, I hate that for them. Okay, I'm so sorry. Oh, I hate this for them. I really do. I am gonna just go ahead and let her cry it out as well, and we will just let her, you know, like, she's like, I can't cry it out because there's too much going on here. All right, why don't you clean up a little bit, and then you can clean and cook. And maybe that will make you feel better. And she's like, no, that's not going to make me feel better. What will make me feel better is crying about the loss of my child. All right, I'm going to let them kind of tend to themselves a little bit here. And we will love that. I'm going to let her come out and play some archery. And we love that. Why don't you come out and scatter some feed for the chickens? Yeah. And you can come out and replace the water for the clothes. And she's cooking. Oh, I hate that. Alright, I think I'm going to send him out hunting. Why don't you go hunting? And you can do that while she cooks. He's like, I don't even want to go hunting. I don't want to do anything but cry. Oh, Beatrice dislikes mischief. Okay, that's fine. You can dislike mischief. You were the one being mischievous, but you can dislike it. The girls are just out here getting a little bit of archery skill in, which we absolutely love. That's fantastic. Why don't you call everyone to a meal?
Whitney.
So after she has her meal, she's just going to come over here and cry it out a little bit. She is really having a hard time. She's really struggling with the fact that she lost this child. And she is like, I am really needing to just cry it out a little bit. Amir is just getting a little bit of hunting in. And when he comes home, we will go ahead and have him grab a serving. And then I'm going to have him go ahead and maybe try for a baby with her again. That is what I want him to do, because I would like for them to go ahead and try again. So they are going to obviously go ahead and try again for another child. Since they lost their first one, he's going to be like, I want us to go ahead and try again for another child. And she'll be like, yeah, I think that's a good idea. Obviously, we should go ahead and try again. They're going to shoo the girls out of the room. Girls, go out of the room. Girls, go out of the room. Go here. You go here. Go on. Go out. Go on. Go out. Why are you not going? She's like, I'm stuck. Alright, let's get them to try for a baby now. So they are just going to go ahead and try again for a baby since the girls are outside, and obviously they need to have some alone time to do that. So we'll just have them go ahead and try for a baby. You get out of here. Go on, try for a baby, both of you. There you go. So we'll have them try for another child, and we love that for them. Collect the eggs and scatter some feed. There we go. All right, wonderful. So they have tried for a baby. We are going to go ahead and leave this family here, and we're going to go and check in with our main household and see how they're doing, because soon it will be our little one's birthday, and so we want to just check in with them. Now that we are on our main household again, we are just going to see how everyone's doing. It looks like he is still really stuffed up, but there is really nothing that I can do about that. I am going to get him out here cleaning the shed and taking care of the cow, because it looks like no one has done that in quite some time. So I am just going to have him tend to some of the house chores. Juliana is going in to take care of Xavier, because as we know, that is what she does. She likes to take care of Xavier and make sure he's good to go. But I do need her to come out and take care of the chickens as well. So I am just going to have her do that. I do think that our twins are okay. And yeah, it seems that they are. So I'm just going to have her go ahead and take care of the chickens. Oh my gosh, but we really need you to come over here and deal with some of this stuff. So can you not do any of this? You're too uncomfortable. Why are you too uncomfortable to do anything? Oh my gosh, you're both too uncomfortable to deal with this garden. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. You need to go to the doctor or something. Like what? How do I get you to the doctor? Cleaning frenzy. Clean out spoiled food. Come on, do something. Okay, can I get you to the doctor? What can I do? How do I take you to the doctor? Travel? No. $500? Okay, that is ridiculous. No, you'll just be sick. Clean this shed. Bless you, John. He's like, I'm a neat sim. I don't want to do that. Oh my gosh. Are you freaking kidding me right now? He is seriously sick, and he probably needs to go see a doctor in town. But unfortunately, we don't have that kind of money. Like, I'm sorry, but no. We just aren't. I mean, we could sell our nectar, and probably he could go to the doctor. But I ain't trying to do that. So I'm not doing that. I'm not spending that kind of money for him to go to the doctor. And besides that, I don't even know that that's what's wrong with him and that that's going to make it better. So I'm not wasting that kind of money for them to just, if that not even to be the problem. So He's feeling energized now. Oh my gosh, let's get him out here to do this. Weed and water and spray for bugs. Okay? Because honestly, like, you need to do that. And you're going to come and take care of these babies, right? Bottle feed. And you can you bottle feed him? Does he need to be fed? Yeah, you need to feed him. Feed him a bottle and take care of him. So we're just going to get her to bottle feed him. It is almost Friday, which means that it is almost April of 1364. Their birthday is in July, so we will be rolling for them in July, but it is almost April here. And we are just checking in on everyone. Okay, put him back in his crib. Put Xavier down here. And then put her in a crib. Honestly. Don't wake her up. Just put her in the crib. Okay. And then clean up. Oh, she's like, I'm hungry. Okay, we'll feed you too. We'll feed you a bottle. Alright, John, you need to get some sleep. It says brown cow is getting on in years. Alright, well, if that's the case, we'll just sell the cow. Actions, trade for meat. Alright, she's going to come out here and she is going to sell the cow. Yes, we want to do that. And can you clean this shed? Because really it's disgusting. Make it clean. It's ridiculous. Okay, there. Alright. And she needs to go to the washroom. Go to the washroom because you honestly need to go bad. And Amelie, how are you? Amelie's like, I'm going to bed. Forget about it. Alright, that's fine. It is officially April of 1364. Everyone is trying to get their needs taken care of. I am just going to go ahead and get Juliana into bed here. She desperately needs some sleep, which, you know, of course she does. Oh my gosh, no one fed that poor little girl. And she's got a dirty nappy on. Oh my gosh. Get up and feed your daughter. And then you can also change her diaper. Get up and do it, John. Don't expect your daughter to do everything around here. He's like, but I kind of do. I kind of do expect my daughter to do everything around here. Alright, so he's going to go ahead and feed her. He's going to change her diaper. And then I'm going to send him down and let him get something to eat. And then we can maybe go ahead and get him down here doing a little bit of nectar making. He can make some potato nectar. And what else? Really, that's it. Okay. Oh, well, he can harvest, though. Harvest, and then maybe he can do some more. All right. We love it. We love it. She needs to get up and eat something. All right. I'm going to get her to get up and have herself some eggs. Bless you, John. Goodness. All right. So she's going to get up. She's going to grab herself something to eat. John is really, really sick. But I'm still going to make him go down and practice his nectar making and get some of that skill up, which is, you know, something that we desperately need. So go ahead and go down and work on that. In the midst of a midlife crisis, he's decided rocket science is his, that is not happening. Rocket science, you don't even know what that is. That's not even a thing yet. So no, that's not happening. But nice try. Nice try. Literally the only thing you can make is potato nectar because you have like 51 potatoes in your bloody inventory. In the weeds. He dislikes gardening. You do not dislike gardening. No. No. She came down here and cleaned that for him. That was so nice. All right. She's got a bunch of eggs in her inventory that we can put away. So let's do that. What are these? Are these hatchable? They're spoiled. Okay. We'll throw those out. And let's see. All right, so she is just doing the wash and collecting the coops and cleaning the coops and collecting the eggs. And that is perfect. He is really feeling sick, and I don't know what the deal is with that, but I don't know, honestly. He is really feeling ill, but I'm going to have him come and harvest everything down here, and then he can do some more crafting of nectar because I think that will be fun for him. She's feeling super tense from having to do all of these chores. She's like, this is not the life that I had wanted for myself. I'm not even the heir, but it feels like I am. And, you know, I've got all this responsibility, and she's just really sick of it. But I'm going to have her go and have herself a bath so that she can kind of relax a little bit. And maybe she can start to feeling a little bit better because she is really struggling with life right now. What does this say? She's worried about her health. She feels like she's due for a health checkup. Yeah, that is like $500 and that's just not happening, but you just keep dreaming. Maybe I can get you to come and mop the floor when you're done, and maybe you can come and do a painting. She's like, no, maybe I can't because I am stressed beyond stressed and I refuse to paint. Okay, fine. Don't do a painting then. I don't care. And we have some mail, so we're gonna go ahead and get the mail, and we love that. John is showing signs of high blood pressure. Great. Well, all right, John, you're showing signs of high blood pressure. Why don't you go and get yourself a little bit of rest? And oh my gosh, Xavier needs fed. All right, can you come and give him... Oh, he blew a kiss to his sister, Diana. That's so sweet. Come feed Xavier, and we love that. Amelie is needing a bath. So why don't you come and give Amelie a bath. Give a bath to Amelie. All right, we love that. She's like just over here mopping away, and it's not getting clean. She's really tense. Oh my gosh. She's feeling focused now. The floor didn't get clean, but she's feeling focused. We love that. All right, what did we get? We got chicken and beef in the mail. And John and Amelie have a strict family dynamic. Yeah, that's because, you know, she doesn't want you to give her a bath, but you want to give her a bath. So that's why that's like that. So, yeah. Doesn't surprise me one bit. All right, and she is feeding this little one. We love that. Can you also maybe change his diaper because he is feeling really dirty? Can you change his diaper? Like, honestly, he is not doing anything to help these children. Oh, your dad is worthless. He's just decided to give up on life. Alright, Juliana is literally like taking care of everyone in this house, and I hate that for her. I really do. Give a bath to Amelie. Alright, she's going to give a quick bath to Amelie because John didn't. And then I'll get her to go to the washroom and get herself something to eat. Amelie also needs to get herself something to eat. So once she's done with her bath, we'll have her come down and grab a serving of eggs. Oh, John, seriously. You're going to have to get up. You're going to have to. You have to wake up the baby and feed her. She's now having... Juliana is now showing symptoms of high blood pressure. Okay, great. Great. Okay, you wake her up and then you feed her. Feed her a bottle. And then you can go down and get yourself something to eat. He's like, I'm not well. Are you not understanding that I'm not well? I am understanding this just fine, but, you know, it is what it is. Oh my gosh, this family. Alright, so we are going to just go ahead and let them have a little bit to eat here. John is really, really tired, but so is Juliana, and she's like, I deserve a little bit of sleep because you've been making me take care of your children for, like, ever. And honestly, he's like, I need some sleep too. Amelie's good, the babies are good, so I'm just going to let them all get a little bit of rest. They really actually need it, so... It is what it is. Honestly, it is what it is. Let's evolve all these plants. Oh my gosh, John. When people trust you, John, they listen to you, and that's what you need to be, a style influencer. I don't want to be a style influencer, John, or Hugh. Thanks for the offer, though. Alright, so we are just going to have him get a little bit of rest, and then I'm going to get him back out here dealing with this garden because, as you can see, it's in horrible shape. Like, he's clearly not taking care of it. Clearly. Xavier learned how to wave. Like, he is getting up some major milestones. Let's take a look and see what he's got going on. He learned how to wave. He put his toe in his mouth. He learned how to grab. He's learned how to reach. He has had his first bath. He was born at home. He's learned how to peekaboo. He's learned how to blow a kiss. He's said his first word, and he's learned how to blow a raspberry. He has not learned how to lift his head because nobody does tummy time with these children. Ugh. Get up. Both of you, get up. He's like, I am so over life. John is just in a bad way. He needs the bathroom, he needs a bath, and he needs more sleep. Oh my gosh, Juliana is a godsend, honestly. But she is exhausted still. So I'm going to have to put her back to bed too. Neither one of them are doing well. They're both exhausted. It's like they're not getting any rest whatsoever. Oh, Dulce-like has gone into labor. Okay, let's go see Dulce-like. Hopefully, Dulce will have a little one that will survive. As we know, she had a baby in the last... or in the stream, and the baby did not survive. So I am hoping that the baby will survive now. So let's go have a baby with her.
Don't know.
Alright, Dulce, you've got this.
Oh,
She's like, do I though? Yeah, you do. You've got this.
Oh, discoofa.
And they had a girl. Alright, so let's go ahead and open up the girl wheel, and we will find out what we're going to name this baby, and we'll give it a spin. We are going to name this baby Eliana.
Maybe.
All right.
Aww. Yeah.
So let's go ahead and open up our dice here, and we will roll for mom and baby. Mom can't roll a 1. Mom's good. Baby needs an odd 8, 10, or 20. Baby dies. Dang. She is not having good luck when it comes to her babies. So let's open up this spreadsheet, and we'll put here that her baby has died. So her baby is not going to make it again. So Eliana died. Cuthbert is just not going to be a happy guy. He is really not. He's going to be thinking like, it is not in the cards for us to have babies. And it's not the case. It's just they're not having good luck. All right, so we are currently at 9 a.m. So we are in May of 1364. This baby's deceased in May of 1364. This baby's British and stillborn, and it's a single birth. All right, and of course, as we know, we are going to go and have to take baby from mom.
After me, Nubu. After me. Oh.
Okay, so let's go ahead and head back over to our main family, because in the morning we are going to be aging up our twins, Diana and Xavier, and they are going to be rolling to see if they can age up to toddlers. So we will be seeing if they can age up. So let's go see our main household again. And in the morning, we'll be seeing if they are going to be able to age up. All right, so we have made it back to the main household. As you can see, everyone is in pretty rough shape. I'm just going to go ahead and get everyone into bed here. Oh my gosh, this baby is so hungry. All right, come down here and grab yourself a serving of these eggs, and then you can go to bed. Come down here for these eggs, and then you can go to bed. She's like, but I'm tired now. I understand that, but eggs first and then bed. All right, so we're just going to get Amelie to go down and grab herself some eggs, and then she can head herself off to bed. Diana is good. Xavier is good, other than he's tired, so we'll just let him go to sleep. All right, great. And Amelie is headed off to get herself some eggs, which is perfect. All right, eat those up, little one. She's like, these are very good boiled eggs. I'm glad you like them. Honestly, I am so glad you like them. Actually, you need to go potty. So go upstairs and go potty, and then you can go sleep. All right, let's get her upstairs to go pee-pee, and then she can get herself into bed for the night. We have officially made it into the next day. It is July of 1364. We are going to go ahead and we are going to go to our spreadsheet now, and we are going to consult and see if Diana and Xavier can go ahead and age up to toddlers. As we know, they cannot roll a 1, 4, 8, 12, or 15. So let's go ahead and roll first for Diana. She rolls an 18, so she's good, and Xavier rolls a 13, so he's good. So they both live. We love that. All right, so they get 16 days. He has survived to toddlerhood. All right, and then we are just going to go ahead and we will age them up, and that will be perfect. So let's go ahead and hop into CAS and give them their toddler makeovers. All right, so we are going to do little Diana first. She was a cautious infant. She, as a toddler, is going to be having an easy temperament. All right, so let's go ahead and give her her makeover. Okay, let's get this clothes off of her so I can see her hair. All right, so it's got her in what hair? That one. You know what? I'm okay with that hair, actually. Let's put her in her blue clothing, though. All right, there is little Diana. And then for little Xavier, he was intense. And as a toddler, he is going to be imaginative. All right, and there is our little Xavier, our little heir for right now, and hopefully he continues to be. So there is our little twins here in game. We just love them. They are super adorable. I am, though, going to go ahead and leave this episode here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you are notified when new episodes go live on the channel. And I will see you guys in our next episode or stream of the Ultimate Decades Challenge, where we will be in 1365 with this family, and we will see what's up with them next. And until next time, I'm going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.